watching TAG TV.
Good evening, welcome to South Asia Newsline. I am Uzma Jafri. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Friday, the 21st of September. 3 policemen killed after being kidnapped in India's Jammu and Kashmir. Pashtuns stage anti-Pakistan protest outside UN office in Geneva. Afghan President Ghani condemns attacks on Kabul's Shia community. And now for all the details. 3 policemen were killed after being abducted by terrorists in Shopian district of India's Jammu and Kashmir province on Friday. The incident came a day after 2 terrorists were gunned down by security forces in Bandipora district of the province.
Terrorists shot dead 3 policemen after abducting them from Shopian district of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province early Friday. The bodies were recovered from an orchard in Wangam area, nearly a mile from the village the policemen were abducted from. Police identified the dead as Constable Nisar Ahmed and 2 special police officers, Firdaus Ahmed and Kulwant Singh. Police said some locals had chased the terrorists and urged them not to abduct the policemen, but militants fired a few shots in the air and threatened the villagers. They said the terrorists crossed a river in the area and shot dead the policemen.
Also, it is a very unfortunate incident. We thank the people also, some of the people who came forward and tried to protect these boys. So at this stage, we can only tell you the investigation is on, and we shall bring the accused to the justice.
The policemen were abducted nearly a month after the terrorists had abducted and later released relatives of policemen from various places in South Kashmir on August 30th. India accuses Pakistan of regularly arming and infiltrating terrorists across the border to spread unrest in the Kashmir Valley. Pakistan denies the allegations.
An anti-Pakistan protest was held by Pashtun activists in front of the UN building in Geneva to highlight the atrocities inflicted upon innocent Pashtuns by Pakistani forces. Baloch, Sindhi and other activists also joined the protest to show their solidarity to the Pashtun community in Pakistan.
Members of the Pashtun Tahaffuz movement held an anti-Pakistan protest in front of the United Nations Human Rights Council or UNHRC in Geneva to seek justice against the atrocities committed by the Pakistani army and the other security agencies. The protest was held during the ongoing 39th session of UNHRC. They shouted slogans against the Pakistan army, saying the people in uniform are behind terrorist activities in Pakistan. Baloch, Sindhi and other activists also joined the protest to show their solidarity to the Pashtun community.
We have shown and expressed our views to the United Nations Human Rights Council that what is happening with the Pashtuns in Pakistan, the gross human rights violation, extrajudicial killing, torture and the enforced disappearances which are taking place in Pakistan, and we want to tell them to stop it.
We are here and demanding from the international community that they should come forward and take interest now. Ultimately, they should find out and they should sort it out with Pakistan, because we have been thrown like in a basket like potatoes.
Outraged by the atrocities, the Pashtuns recently launched a movement led by activist Manzoor Pashtun, the leader of the Pashtun Tahaffuz movement. The Pashtuns accused the military of widespread human rights violations in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan.
Moving on, locals in Pakistan-administered Kashmir have expressed resentment over massive reduction in the flow of waters of Neelam River in the illegally occupied region. They blame that Pakistan has been diverting the waters from the river, which has resulted in water shortage and posed serious environmental concern.
Residents in Pakistan-administered Kashmir have expressed their ire and resentment against the newly commissioned Neelam Jhelum project by Islamabad. Pakistan is depriving the people in the illegally occupied region from their water lifeline, the Neelam River, through an elaborate scheme which has changed the flow of the fresh water from the mountains to the Punjab province. This diversion of river has caused a serious water shortage and posed a serious environmental concern, making life miserable for the local people.
गर्मी की यही दरिया की वजह से ये जो नीलम प्रोजेक्ट बना है, इसकी वजह से दरिया का रुख मोड़ दिया गया है और इसकी वजह से गर्मी बहुत ज़्यादा शदीद हो गई है।
डैम इनने दूसरी साइड मोड़ लिया है, पानी दूसरी साइड मोड़ लिया है, फिर भी इतना पानी इनने कम इधर दिया हुआ है, तो उसके बाद फिर भी बिजली का कोई सूरत नहीं, इतनी गर्मी है, फिर भी रात को बिजली 24 घंटे ने काटी रहती है।
Residents blame Islamabad has consistently maintained its oppressive attitude towards the people of the region and has even ignored their basic demands. A part of the erstwhile Jammu and Kashmir province of India, Pakistan-administered Kashmir was annexed by Pakistan illegally more than 6 decades ago.
In news from Afghanistan, Afghan President Ashraf Ghani on Thursday condemned recent attacks on the Shiite community in capital Kabul city and said the attacks were against the entire nation. He made the remarks while attending an Ashura ceremony in the Afghan capital.
Afghan President Ashraf Ghani on Thursday condemned recent attacks on the Hazara and Shia communities in capital Kabul city and said the attacks were against the entire nation. Addressing an Ashura ceremony in Kabul's Dasht-e-Barchi area, Ghani said the country needs to stand together against the enemies of the country who are trying to create a rift between Sunni and Shia Muslims. Dasht-e-Barchi is a largely Shiite neighborhood and Daesh or Islamic State militants have claimed responsibility for recent 2 bombings in the area.
امروز شمرها و یزیدهای زمان می‌خواهند افغانستان را به کربلای دیگری تبدیل کنند و برای مؤمنان و عبادتگزاران ماتم و عذاب بیافرید.
Dasht-e-Barchi has witnessed numerous attacks in recent months which have claimed the lives of dozens of people. In the most recent attack, over 20 people were killed in a double bombing at a wrestling club in the area. Last month, at least 50 students were killed in a suicide bomb attack on an education academy.
Moving on to news from Nepal. The Vice Chairman of India's Federal Policy think tank has said that connectivity of trust is needed to improve the relations between India and Nepal. While delivering a lecture in Nepal's capital Kathmandu city, the Indian official highlighted significant efforts were being made to increase cross-border connectivity between the 2 neighboring countries.
Dr. Rajiv Kumar, the Vice Chairman of Indian government's policy think tank, Niti Aayog on Thursday stressed on the need for building a connectivity of trust between India and Nepal to improve relations between the 2 neighboring countries. He made the remarks while addressing a public lecture themed Nepal, India and Neighborhood, the promise of economic reforms, innovation and connectivity in Kathmandu city. Kumar said that significant efforts are being made to build cross-border rail linkages between the 2 nations.
The biggest connectivity that we need is really a connectivity of trust. And I think that is what we need to really work on. A trust which is very often, again, taken for granted, but I think which has been eroded sometimes in the past. And I think whatever we need to do to restore and build this trust will be the cornerstone of positive, improving and prospering Indo-Nepalese relations in the future.
Nepal and India is a saga of permanent friendship and partnership of progress. Both the countries have shared age-old historic, societal and political and economic relationship.
Afghanistan's former President Hamid Karzai visited an ongoing farmers' fair in India's northern Ludhiana city on Thursday. He said he will share the new ideas and techniques from India back in Afghanistan for the benefit of the farmers there.
Former President of Afghanistan Hamid Karzai on Thursday attended the fair organized for the farmers in India's northern Ludhiana city. The 3-day-long Farmers' Fair has been organised in the campus of Punjab Agricultural University. The fair themed Save Mother Earth, Stop Stubble Burning was aimed at educating the farmers about the harmful effects of stubble burning. The former Afghan president expressed hope that the new ideas and techniques being introduced by the university would help the farmers and said that he would like to take it back to the people of Afghanistan.
New ideas that have been introduced by this university in improving agriculture, especially with regard to the stub burning issue that causes so much pollution, seeing the truck there that goes to villages and explains to the farmers not to burn the stubs, rather to use other methods for removing it, is extremely impressive and something that I have gained, and I hope that I can relate this in many ways back home to the people of Afghanistan as well.
The event aims to create awareness among the farmers about the technological advancement in the field of agriculture and addressing the issues being faced by them. Various progressive farmers are visiting the fair to gain knowledge and improve their farming methods.
The 14th edition of a joint military exercise between the US and the Indian soldiers has started in India's northern hilly region of Ranikhet. The 2-week-long event includes training in unarmed combat and battle obstacle course.
US and Indian soldiers on Thursday participated in a joint military exercise to sharpen their tactical and technical skills in countering insurgency and militancy in a United Nations peacekeeping scenario in India's northern hilly region of Ranikhet. During the exercise Yudh Abhyas 2018, soldiers were seen trekking to destroy bunkers and later getting down from the straight cliffs. This is the 14th edition of the exercise, which is hosted alternately by 2 countries.
When the soldiers get out and train with General Singh's soldiers, will learn their techniques, tactics, and procedures to do this most difficult of tactical tasks, which is to assault uphill on some of the most difficult terrain imaginable against a defended enemy. And so this scenario truly favors the defender, and as you saw in that execution, this is what right looks like.
इस एक्सरसाइज में जो हमारे हिंदुस्तान की फौज के सिपाही हैं वो अमेरिका के हथियारों का इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं और अमेरिका के जो सोल्जर्स हैं वो हमारे हथियारों का इस्तेमाल करके कार्रवाई कर रहे हैं तो इससे जो है आपसी मेल मिलाप बहुत अच्छा हो जाएगा.
The joint military exercise comes weeks after India and US signed the Communications Compatibility and Security Agreement during the visit of US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo to New Delhi. The 2-week-long event will continue till September 29th.
Shiite Muslims across India observed Ashura, the 10th day of Muharram, which marks the martyrdom of Imam Hussain, the grandson of Prophet Muhammad. Scores of devotees took part in processions, chanting and performing a self-flagellation ritual, trying to feel Imam Hussein's pain.
Shiite Muslim in Lucknow city of India's northern Uttar Pradesh province on Friday observed Muharram, which marks a martyrdom of grandson of Prophet Muhammad, Imam Hussain. Imam Hussain was killed in a battle with political rival Yazid in 680 AD in the Iraqi city of Karbala along with 72 of his relatives, friends and supporters. Shiite Muslims flogged themselves with steel-tipped flails or slashed their bodies with knives on the occasion to express solidarity with Hussain.
दुनिया से दहशतगर्दी को आतंकवाद को मिटाना है तो करबला का पैगाम करबला का मैसेज सब तक पहुंचना चाहिए ताकि दुनिया को ये पता चले कि जुल्म करना नहीं हमें जुल्म को बर्दाश्त करके और जुल्म के खिलाफ एहतजाज करना है जुल्म के खिलाफ प्रोटेस्ट करना है.
Meanwhile, hundreds of devotees thronged to offer prayers on the Chilla, which is a secluded prayer room of Sufi Saint Baba Farid in India's northern Ajmer city in Rajasthan. Baba Farid was a Muslim preacher who was believed to have spent 40 days in spiritual communion inside a chilla situated at Hazrat Khwaja Muinuddin's Dargah in Ajmer city. The shrine of Baba Farid is in Pakistan. Those who cannot go to Pakistan offer their prayers on the mosque during Muharram.
Well, that's all we have for you from South Asia this evening. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time next week. Have a great weekend. Good night.